What is up, gentlemen? NYKia 31 here. All right, pound them out, pound them out. Down the home stretch we are. Playbook review. We're on the Packers. Finally, we got a fun one to play with again. How can we describe the Green Bay Packers playbook? I would I would define this as your quintessential best replication of the modern spread West Coast offense. A lot of goodies, a lot of goodies. I'm going to start out here in this full house. Anytime I see a formation that I haven't seen before that looks unique, I'll give it a shot. And it's not terrible as far as under center formations go. As I ran the power O there, you have your comebacks, your corner strike. The pistol sets are pretty nice. Slot flex packer. You have a lot of the same concepts here. A lot of repetitive concepts in this playbook. Multiple formations and sets to run. A lot of the same core stuff. Tons of variations of corner strike. Tons of variations of smash. You got some stick concepts that don't make you completely vomit. The wide receiver screen game is pretty decent, especially out of that pistol with that play action. And you have a variety of shallow crosses and some vertical shot plays with very little waste. A lot of good stuff as I run Smash right here. And I'm surprised people don't run Smash more than they do. It's one of the best stock route concepts in the game that perfectly fits how people like to play defense this year. Lots of cover two zone blitzes. If you cross man the slots, you have an excellent opportunity or a window to get the corner routes off the smash concepts in there before the cross man defenders cross the field and before he runs into the safety or a sinking corner. And if the corner's in a soft squat, you just bang that hitch. Or if they overcommit to the corner and the hitch, you have a seam or a check down. It's a great concept that no one uses. I shouldn't say no one uses, but you don't really see it a lot. And it really boggles my mind as to why. Here I'm back in that full house running corner strike, and I'm just basically reading the level that opens up, and CJ Fedorowicz rambles for a touchdown. I like their under center set as far as single back is concerned. You have that single back flex set, single back tight flex. It's basically a snug set where you can run, your usual stuff. You can run bench. You can run mesh. You can run the ball nicely out of it. You got to draw and a couple of decent zone blocked runs. You got a single back double set, which is very nice. You have your flanker drive. You see a lot of that in this playbook as well. A West Coast classic. As I pop the auto motion shallow cross there. If they drift, just take it. If they squeeze on it, I usually go to hit the seam route because of the way these guys are so good at using multiple levels. Their middle linebacker. I tend to look for that before I look for the dig because they can cover both sometimes. I'm in wide trips here, running some inside zone. So you have a lot of really nice user-friendly stuff. The way people like to attack you on defense. You can block up edge blitzes fairly decently with the single back bunch, single back close, as well as the gun bunch, and you also have two offset wing sets. I can pick those slot nickel and dollar edge blitzes up. This gun wide trip formation is very nice. That Packer unders is a neat little play. It's basically a China or levels concept. Instead of having two shallow in routes, one of them is a slant, the other one is a in breaking behind it, plus you have an option route, seam out route by the tight end. Pretty well put together play. In general, the plays in this playbook are pretty high in the usefulness category. The level of useless and broken plays is relatively low. This is another version of that levels concept, but a little bit deeper. Seam with two breaking in routes. My only quibble with it is I think those in routes are not spaced far enough apart. I went to hit the inside pass lead streak, but couldn't quite get it. I run the old play action deep outs out of the Y flex. I canceled out the play action which I don't really like doing. It just kind of screws up my rhythm on that play. I kind of bailed out on it early. I had the pull shot, but I scrambled. Another variation of flanker drive, and that's the theme you see in this playbook a lot. Like I said, you have a lot of different formations to run the same, core concepts. That wing weak set I mentioned. You have a wing weak and a weak strong. I ran the draw there out of that, and we haven't even gotten to what is arguably the best gun bunch in the game. S. Gibbs earlier in the year declared it the best gun bunch in the game, and I'm kind of inclined to agree. You have this play action post that everyone likes, pretty tough route combination with that C route deep post, that uniquely released, that unique release on the outside slant, and you have that flat route that can be hot routed into a lot of things depending on what you want to attack or what you feel is coming from your opponent. Y trips ISO. I like Y trips ISO because you can occasionally sneak a little high point pass there to a tight end, depending on the matchup there if you like it. I like having the tight end on the solo side as opposed to the trip side. And here I just forgot the situation in the game. And I get run commit. I didn't realize it was fourth down. I completely forgot what down it was. And I turned the ball over on down, so I'm going to get the ball back in short order right here. And we're going to go back into, I think we're going to go back into gun bunch here. Yeah, got a lot of stuff here in this gun bunch. I like that you can run the screen both ways. You can run counter, you can run HB base as well as a draw. The run audible is HB base, which I like, as opposed to a draw. Here I'm running the play action post again. I'm dragging McCaffrey in front of that slant route. Really tough play to defend with all the things you can do to it to attack multiple levels of the defense. I'm going to go with some four dirties here. I was kind of anticipating cover two, but he brings a zero blitz. Not the best game management in the world, and Tim Brown breaks the press. I love it, rat catch it, and almost score. We're going to go no huddle, and I'm going to try to punch it in. Get 7 before the half. He's likely going to run a blitz again, same play, and we're just going to run right at it. Get the big boys moving, and go up 7. So, second half, we start out in the screen. I audible out of it. Didn't like what I was looking at, and did my eyes deceive me? Was that an actual pick play, or something resembling a pick? But, I've noticed that out of this stick out of Gun Bunch, you can get a little rub action from that stick route and that flat route. We'd love to have more concepts like that, but alas, we don't have it, but at least we have that, I guess. I think that may have been a result of how his defense was aligned, to be honest. Not really a good playbook for muscling the ball. Try to run stretch here, and didn't really go very well. He shot the gaps with the zero blitz. But it's got enough in the run game where you can, pound it out just enough. You're not completely abandoned there, but it's very much a pass-heavy playbook. It's very much a shotgun and, single back doubles and single back tight playbook. I didn't really give their empty sets a run, as he brings the house again there, and I run the shallow cross. It's just such a hard game to go empty in. It's a hard game to go empty in unless you're in one of those empty flex sets that has the back end or tight end on as a wing, because you're just asking to get gassed up off the edges. Play action in. Going to go up top of Tim Brown. Tim Brown's not really a spec catch guy, but against a guy like Eric Berry, he has a chance to come down with it. He's got such a high catch and traffic rating. His spec catch rating isn't the best, so you're not going to get Randy Moss level animations, but if he's got a body around him, the chances of him coming down with the ball and holding on to it are still pretty good. So again, back in doubles, back in corner strike. Not a whole heck of a lot of exoticness, just the same core fundamental concepts over and over again. A single back bunch out of the under center variety. Again, this playbook is loaded with C routes. This option play is pretty nice. I like it better when it's smart routed, but not in that situation. I like it better when it's smart routed in, say, like a 2nd and 8, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 12. Anything from 8 to 12 yards and beyond. I think that smart route, option route, is a really nice thing to go to. Does a really nice job of clearing out that post. I really like this play action pin play. I love the route combinations in it. Again, it's a single back bunch. It just takes forever to get going. I had the flat route off the top, but that was just a four-man rush, and it just takes so long to get going that any type of edge pressure, or if your tackle gets beat or someone brings a blitz on there and you don't have that flat route open right away, that quick out route open right away, it can be a problem. So, good intentions, but bad consequences most of the time. I'm in shotgun wing right now. I think this is shotgun wing strong. You have a zone read out of both shotgun wing weak and wing strong, and this is probably my favorite auto motion play I've run so far in this game. You got that slant route. It's a scissors concept. You got a slant with a post. And you got a fade backside, and I was able to hit the high point corner to Ed McCaffrey. Poor Eric Berry had a rough one in this game. He had his hands full. So that's that for the Packers playbook. Where do I put it? It's better than the Broncos and the Jets. Is it better than the Colts? Close, 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 close. I put the Colts ahead of it because I like that trips tight end formation that they have, but it's right there. It's right there with the top playbooks in the game. You're kind of splitting hairs when you get, to choosing between the top three and the top five or so. So I'm going to put the Packers there. That may change. It may not. Love to hear you guys' thoughts. Hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you all later. Peace.